Today, I wanted to discuss what to do when you hate your artwork, when you hate your drawing and your artwork and basically anything you're doing and none of it's working out for you. And it's super frustrating. And I just wanted to touch base. Number one, that it happens to everyone. Like everyone who creates at some point along the line thinks they're terrible, thinks their art is horrible, doesn't like anything that comes from within. It's all on the paper and none of it's good. What are some things you can do when you hate your art or you're super frustrated to help you get back into that creative zone, that flow where you're feeling really good about things? And it's not necessarily just that you hate what's coming out. It's just the whole thing is not working for you. And it's just nothing but frustration when you're sitting down to create art. You're not going to quit. That's not what it's about. You're being pushed. You're being pushed to either go in another direction, try something new, take a break. So, we are going to jump into how to deal with that phase when it pops up that you hate your art. So, let's get started. The first thing that I wanted to mention was that it's just a phase. And I've been through it many times. And there's a few things it could mean. It could mean one, just take a break, right? If you're hating everything that you are creating, over certain, if you were in the zone, in that creative zone and having a wonderful time and just like everything was going so well, and then all of a sudden you're creating stuff and you're hating all of it, take a break. It's time to step back, get out into nature, go for a walk, hang out with your friends, read a book, watch a movie, do something other than creating. Maybe for me personally, I mean, if you're on my YouTube channel, you know I'm creating daily. Every single day, I'm drawing, painting, I'm doing something creative. But sometimes burnout hits and you need a little break. So that's why today's video is not a drawing video. It's actually a video just explaining my own experience and what I need to do to get through it or get past it. And that's the other thing. You are going to get through it and get past it. It's part of the process. So, step number one, take a break. Take a couple days off, take a day off, take a week off, take whatever you need off. It's drawing, it's painting, it's creating. Sometimes my favorite thing to do is to go to a bookstore, a thrift store, go for a walk out in nature, and refill your own cup. Right? Maybe you ran out of ideas. Maybe you're frustrated because you're not doing the things that you love, and sort of that happens to me sometimes. Like sometimes I get really passionate about what I'm doing. Like I love art so much I can do it all day. However, you need to get out into nature. You need to go for a walk. You need to take care of yourself. And if all you're doing is focusing on art and not focusing on your own health and well-being, then sometimes you're not going to like what you're doing. And that's a sign from your own self saying, take a break, get out, do something that you love, reconnect with something else, and it will fill your cup, and those creative juices will come back. So take a break. Again, that's why my video today is not a drawing video. I will get back into the drawing and painting and creating videos, but right now, today is a little bit of a day off. The second thing that I wanted to say was, if you're hating what you're doing, try something else. So yesterday I did colored pencils. Maybe I'm going to try something else tomorrow. Maybe I'm going to try some different techniques, try something new. So instead of doing the same old, because you're going to keep doing the same thing, you're not breaking past this barrier of being stuck and not liking what you're doing. Put all the things you're using away and use something new. The next strategy that you can use, I'm sorry, kitty, she's having a nap. The next strategy that you can use is to purposely create ugly art. And I've done videos on ugly art, but purposely create something ugly. Like get your stuff out and intentionally decide, I am just going to make an absolute mess. I want to make something super ugly, and then just go for it. Dive in. Now, you could be using materials that you've never used before, or you could get your own art supplies, but I highly suggest using something that you don't normally use. And that way you're sort of lessening the expectations of yourself. So purposefully go for making something ugly. And that kind of really just takes the pressure off you. Yesterday, I was creating a floral painting. And, it's funny because I do lots and lots of faces, but I also love florals. And yesterday I was working on one, and I'm telling you, I got really frustrated. I'm still frustrated with it. But the thing is, you don't want to quit. You can't quit. You can take a break. You can make some other art and focus on something else. You can take the thing that you're working on, like the floral that I'm not loving right now, and just put it to the side, put it in the closet, put it wherever, and get back into something else to take your mind off that. I think one of the things too that we don't give ourselves enough credit for is to see how far we've come with our art. So if you've saved any of your art journals and you're having a frustrating moment, you can get some of your old art journals or drawings or paintings out and really do a deep dive and realize how far you've come with your art. Like how much progress you've made. Now keep in mind, progress when it comes to drawing or painting or creating, it's basically teeny tiny little steps to improve. And almost like my floral art that I'm trying to do, I've almost forgotten how to do it because I've been so focused on faces that I actually forgot how to create florals. I have some beautiful florals, but the one I'm doing right now, I will be doing a video on it. You'll get to see it, I'm sure. But yeah, just understand that, you know what, sometimes we don't see our own progress, and get your art journals out and start looking through some of the things you created and appreciate all the progress you've made. I think that is another great way to get past the I hate my art phase. The final thing I wanted to mention was it's totally normal and natural to not like your own art, to be your worst critic or your biggest critic, have feelings of self doubt and not feeling good enough. I'm not sure why we create. I think we were meant to create. I think we are creative beings. And a lot of times we'll have something in our head, and if it doesn't come out the way we want, then we're not liking our art. We're no good. You know, we suck at art. I mean, it's funny because I talk about don't have any expectations. Perfection is not required. But ultimately, we all have some kind of goal with how we want to create. And if it doesn't come out the way that we want it to, and we're being hard on ourselves and we have those expectations, it makes sense that we're going to say, I hate my art. I'm no good. I'm terrible at art. But none of it's true. So take a break if you need to take a break, fill your cup, get out into nature, purposefully make some ugly art. You know you're going to love it. You know it. Purposely make ugly art. Get out your old art journals and see how far you've come. And then you know what? Let those expectations go. Get back into it. Just enjoy the process and the feeling that you get when you're creating art for your own self. Those are my tips today for what to do if you hate your art. I'd love to hear from you if you have any tips on what steps you take when you're not enjoying what you're creating and how you sort of overcome that art block or roadblock to creating. I hope you all have a wonderful day and happy creating and happy sketching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I think I put her to sleep. Have a wonderful day, everyone.